Sudan.
We're now live. Hey. Hi everyone, Sizzlin SAS. So you know, we're still in this lockdown mode. We're still doing what we do, which is trying to cook at home and try different things and support local restaurants as much as possible too. But out here in the country, it's just not easy going to local restaurants and picking up. I'd love to, but you just. By the time you get home, half the stuff is done.
Mm-hmm.
So,
ooh, what's that?
So we're doing duck. I know we're all so scared of duck, and it is so easy. I thought, let's demystify the duck. Cara?
Yes.
I love duck. Every single preparation part. And I like to look at them. I like to watch them fly. I love everything about a duck. I love the way they walk. I can identify with that. So,
all right, so this is all about duck love.
All about duck love, and all about releasing the new Gamay Noir as well, which is our first Gamay Noir. So, yes, we'll get to that a couple times for the day today. So, okay, so some things are similar to steak in the sense that you want to bring it up to room temperature. In this case, it's because you want to get as much of the duck at the same temperature, actually, because we're just going to sear it in the pan. It's not going to go to the oven, so we have maximum control over the temperature. And also, it's similar to steak.
Sorry, your mom's watching. Oh. Just Cooking Vineland is watching.
No, Just Cooking's watching.
Yep.
The pressure is on. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Tim, I presume at Just Cooking, hope all's well.
Oh, and Denise is watching. We got lots of watchers.
Gosh,
yeah,
lots of watchers. Mm-hmm. Wow, you guys are all starved for entertainment. Right, so the other reason why I bring it to room temperature, just like any protein, you don't have that shock when going from the cold fridge to the stove, and that's when all the protein and muscle all binds up tight, and then you just don't have a good preparation.
Right.
Now, with this bad boy, you also have this gorgeous fat layer. It is all about the fat. Do not even think of taking anything off of that, because that is gold.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's a little bit too much fat, right? So what we're going to do is it's a different way of searing it to make sure that we get render that fat down. So we just want to score this. This is not the most beautiful knife. This is my boyfriend's, who obviously has sharp knives and sharp taste in women. so all we're doing is just getting through that top layer and not going deep. All right, okay. Cara, I have a funny story.
You always do.
Well, so as I'm doing this, I'm like thinking back to going to Bordeaux once upon a time when we used to all go to...
Back when you could travel?
When you could travel. And we used to all go to Vinexpo every 2 years in Bordeaux, France.
Yep. And
one of the evenings, Jimmy Clark, who is the president of Colio Winery, he, connection, we all went for dinner. Joey, stop right there while I tell the story. And so at this dinner was the president of the Gastronomique Society of France.
Oh boy.
So yeah, true. Or maybe it was just Bordeaux. I don't know, doesn't matter. This guy was like... I'm not making fun of anybody, but this is kind of cute. He was like this high, but I swear to God, he swallowed a megaphone, so his voice was this loud, right? And he, in French, proceeded to give the chef a whole whack of heck because we were in Bordeaux, and in Bordeaux, he had only scored the duck breast in one direction. That is the Burgundian way to score the duck breast. The Bordelais way is to go on the diamond pattern, and there's reasons like him why the whole... regionality of French food is diminishing, and this man should be ashamed of himself. Well, mind you, this whole thing's in French. I understood none of it.
Yeah.
And it was all translated afterwards. I'm like, oh man, wow, all on the scoring of the duck. So.
Okay, so Burgundian is one direction.
Yep. On the
and
angle.
Bordeaux would be the diamonds.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Oh
and
my.
I spent a whole boatload more time in Bordeaux as opposed to Burgundy. So. I'm going to do the preparation. So, although we're going to serve with Gamay, which is Beaujolais, so I'm not sure what they do in Beaujolais.
We'll have to find out.
We will. Okay, just like steak, salt, and pepper.
S&P for me.
Yeah, we're going to do it on both sides. And, all right. All right. So, there's a little bit of difference with the duck, too. So, when you're searing it, you just want to be certain where the chest end or the head end was versus the tail end. Oh. Because it's a little more beefy up here than it is at the end. So that's not going to be relevant quite yet. So, but anyway, salt and pepper both sides. Big difference here. This is absolute necessity. Cold pan. Oh, and the pan as well has to be, don't use a nonstick pan. You'll never get a good sear on it.
Right.
It has to be either a stainless steel pan or a...
cast iron.
Yeah. So I was going in a cold pan. So now
Like literally, it's absolutely. Oh, okay.
I just turned it on.
Okay, yeah.
I literally just turned it on. And so the idea here is for it to slowly come up to temperature, and it's kind of like cooking bacon.
Because you're rendering.
You're rendering the fat
Gotcha.
out. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
And there's so much fat there, and we want it to be out, and we want it to get nice and crispy. So 3/4 of the cooking is actually going to be on the fatty side.
Okay.
And only 1/4 will be on the other side.
Oh, because you also want your your duck breast a little pink, right?
I love it rare.
Yeah.
Rare, medium rare. Going into like done and cooked and stuff is like just wrong. So it's kind of like steak. It's like medium rare, rare. Rare, medium rare. And the next step, I'm not really sure who you are. And if you want it farther than that, then we've never met.
Oh,
So,
your brother says he missed the beginning. What is she cooking?
duck, Drew, duck. I'm not sure. And it'll be rare. So, okay.
Oh, and Elaine Peters is here too. Everybody's here.
Everybody's here. It's a beautiful sunny day, everybody. You should be outside.
Oh, and on Bev are
yay.
the folks who sell our wines in Toronto
Yes.
and other places.
Yeah, they have like a wine club.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, everyone should hop onto OnBev as well.
Yep.
And check it out, because it's not just my wines you can buy there. You can buy wines from so many other Ontario producers.
Yeah.
That's why it's called OnBev.
Go
Ontario
figure.
Beverage. Clever. Okay. Oh, Cara, we should put this on the OnBev website that we have the 2019.
That's a good point. Thank you. Yes.
2019 Gamay Noir. So we call it the Split Rail Gamay. So split rails are the types of fences you see around Ontario mainly, where the log was kind of like cut lengthwise with the log, and then used to make the borders of your properties. And so we have a split rail fence down below my brother's house, and the remnants of it there. And yeah, I just love them. So anyway, so this is the first time we made Gamay Noir, 2019, 20 Valley Fruit from in Camden, and. What I love about Gamay is, like, it's just so unassuming. I've always been inspired to make a village-styled Gamay, so like a village Beaujolais style, so it's not the tutti frutti Beaujolais Nouveau style.
Okay.
It means it's been aged in oak barrels. It has some body, has some texture to it. So,
Okay.
So this was aged in French and American oak barrels for, French oak barrels, sorry, for about just over 10 months, and just bottled about a month and a half ago. And so you see on the there's something really neat with the color. There's always like this tiny little like violet tinge to Gamay Noir. So
Yeah.
it kind of identifies what it is before it even starts. I'm just going to break for a second.
Yep.
Can you hear that duck going? The sizzle?
Do you hear the sizzle, people?
Because this is exactly the sound that we want. We want it to sound like bacon. If it's starting to smoke or starting to sound like an inferno is happening here,
That's
it's too hot.
Yeah. And look at all the fat rendering out.
That's
Holy
perfect,
moly.
eh? And so I'm not sure what point is too much fat, and so you should be draining it off. And when you drain it off, you do not discard that.
No.
Keep that fat. It is gold. And please, like, cook it when you're doing this. Take your fat.
Yep.
And then put the cook your potatoes in it. And yes. So.
Yeah, you can come in. We're just filming our Instagram live. So
Yeah.
just give us a second.
Cheers. Yeah. We'll do 5 more minutes if that's okay.
Yeah.
No, that's all right.
All right, cool. All right, so yummy with some, and so it has this violet tinge to the color. There's also some violet notes in the aromatics of the wine too. And yeah, so it's very aromatic, it's very floral, and just some of the cedar notes and some of the oak vanilla notes below that too.
Yeah.
And on the palate, zippy, fresh. There's a little bit of acidity to it. That's what makes this so good with duck, because of how rich duck is. It's going to cut through the fats and oils and cleanse it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're gonna let that duck go for a little bit longer. I think what we do is we go over here and we finish the sauce.
Okay.
Because duck is so fat, so fatty and so rich, typically you need a sauce that has a little acidity to it.
Yeah, that
So-
gastrique thing.
Yeah. So I've got, sweet. Okay, so I've got one going here, take a look.
Okay.
And so I put in a full shallot for 4 minutes to soften it. Then 1 clove and got that aromatic. That's getting a little bit too, still fine. And then, so we got the shallots, got the garlic in, and then half a cup of chicken stock, a full cup of cherry lane in Vineland. They're sweet and dark cherries. And about a teaspoon of chopped rosemary.
Yep.
Oh, and honey. 2 teaspoons of
Oh,
honey.
yes.
I use Hidden Bench's honey. So
That
that's
was
gonna
good.
go in here. and let that go for about 10 minutes to get plump up those cherries. And so I'm going to take it off the heat, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of cold unsalted butter.
Oh, you're gonna mount the sauce, which always sounds naughty, but
Mount
that's
the sauce.
actually
I've never heard of
yeah. The French term I believe is monter or mount, something like that, and that's what thickens it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. This is pretty thick anyway.
Yeah.
But also I think it gives it that lovely sheen as
Yeah.
well.
It'll be all glossy.
What I'm kind of giggling about is that 1 tablespoon probably would have been fine. But seriously, if you're doing 1, why would you go for 2? Also, about being gentle at this point too, you don't really want to stir it too much either when you're doing this mounting.
Yeah.
Because it's about getting the fats off and having it coat absolutely every part of the sauce.
Yeah.
And just keep stirring. And it's going to be cold. It's amazing to see a sauce that has no texture to it, and all of a sudden you do this, and it goes thick from that cold butter. Okay, we're just about there. We're going to pretend we're that far along. Because we're all about keeping that Dutch breast sizzly and nice and crisp, you always sauce the bottom of the plate. And so we're going to put the sauce on the plate first. We're going to make 2, 1 for you and 1 for me, Tara.
Yay!
Yay!
I love Saturdays.
Yes. And it was neat, that little bit of rosemary in the sauce.
Yeah.
It has a gorgeous, I don't know, earthiness to it actually. So, all right, that's just about ready to flip. We're going to keep it going a little bit longer. Here's one that magically arrived.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Through the magic of television.
The magic of television. Sorry.
Look how crisp that is that the fat layer I'm looking at?
That is the fat layer on top. So leave it on top.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ooh, that was pretty gross. That's why I did that.
No.
All right. Because if you cured it upside down,
it would get soggy.
It gets soggy. Yeah. All right. So fork. That's getting almost a little bit too hot, but I'm also on the lowest setting, and it's propane. So I'm gonna pull it back just a wee little bit. I'm gonna pull it back and leave the tail end off, and leave the body side up. That way, that thicker part still keeps getting seared. Okay, so I've gone for rare on this one.
Yeah, because
Yeah. And cut against the grain.
Okay.
I got it to 100. I got the thermometer here. I got it to 122 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle. So, thank you, Rob, for that gorgeous knife.
Oh. Oh, Sue-Ann, I think you knocked it out of the park.
Wow, that is absolutely perfect. And that fatty layer is absolutely precious. So you do want to try and keep that on as best as possible. If I was serving this, like I do a whole deck breast per person.
Yeah. Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, why not? Well, I remember doing for Mom and Dad one night, and we only did half a person.
Yep.
And I think we're all kind of a little hungry at the end still. And so there we go. I'll pull that over for you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? And there could be lacking a little bit of acidity in the sauce.
Yeah.
So I would also serve it with that just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think you need to try it.
Try
have
it
it with one.
already? I think so too. That is just too delicious and going in.
Thanks for being patient, you guys.
Yeah. We're going to get some duck breast out of this. All right. Look how plumped up those cherries became. Yum. No lemon.
No. The gastrique is
so much
gastrique.
flavor, so much complexity, and they're so zippy and fresh and bright. And then with the wine, I love how the acidity of the cherries and the taste of the cherries is mirrored in the wine.
Yep.
I like how the richness of the wine, of the fat, if you see that through, and the cherries help, the wine helps. Then you have enough texture from the wine to to help cleanse the palate from all the proteins that's in the duck as well.
Yeah.
So cool. Okay, we're gonna do one more little thing with the duck before I sign off, just to show you what to do. Well, some tongue to be clever. So you want to make sure that you don't damage the top at all. We were talking about how that is gold. Look at all that gorgeous fat that's coming out of it.
Wow.
It's gonna be a little bit premature, but I'm gonna flip it over anyway. Oh, maybe not. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Oh, she good.
So what I would do is leave it on. So we've done 3/4 of the cooking on the fatty side. So what's that mean? Like maybe 8 minutes? 6 minutes? I don't
Could
know.
be, yeah.
Whatever. Time it from when we started. so 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then you want to go about 3 or 4 minutes on that side, and then give it about 30 seconds on each side as well.
Yeah.
You can tell that here how I've gone, because You see there's a little bit of cooking from the sides in.
Yeah.
So as you go on the sides, make sure you have equal time on each side.
Yeah.
So it doesn't overcook from either
Yeah.
side. Then let it rest just like a steak. Have this with polenta, have this with whatever. And then change up the wine. If you're going to do this with an orange sauce, or something that has a bit more Asian texture to it, maybe go with a Gewürztraminer instead of a Gamay. Or if you're going to do like a Peking duck or something, Gewürztraminer there.
Yep.
Oh, duck confit.
Oh.
With some lentils.
Yeah,
You
or
are-
red cabbage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, every part of the duck. So, okay, I have a song about ducks, but I'm not going to sing that song about ducks for you because you think I've gone crazy. And you may think that anyway. So, anyway, I'll just say, $26.95 a bottle. Also, over here, we have our Halloween, oh my god, Valentine's Day pack. We have 5 wines, which includes the new Gamay Noir. We'll deliver the 5 wines anywhere from like Oakville to anywhere into Niagara. And it will also come with 3 roses in a vase and with a card and some little Valentine's Day swag in there too.
Yeah,
so
for $119.95. That's
$119.95.
our lockdown love pack.
Lockdown love pack. Any loved one. This is suitable for grandma, mom, your lover, your illicit lover, your affair. All those people would
Your co-viddler.
Your co-viddler. All would love this. So anyway, cheers. And we'll talk more about Valentine's Day closer. But enjoy, guys.